Yes, Mum.
Well, she can't give up. Not now. You're not going to believe this. I phoned the police just to see how everything's progressing.
Okay.
Lynette has dropped all charges. She's going back to him.
Really? Well, you did what you could. Try not to dwell on it.
Zara?
C'est la vie, it's her choice.
He'll do it again.
We don't know that.
Yes, I do. It's textbook. She's terrified.
Did she say that to you?
It's obvious. She's frightened of what he'll do if she goes through with it.
Freya, I admire your passion. I really do. You listened to Lynette, you took her seriously.
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
So now she knows she has someone she can turn to if there really is a problem with her marriage.
What do you mean if there really is a problem?
I just think it was a little tricky trying to get a handle on that situation.
Perfectly clear to me, her husband raped her. What, you didn't believe her?
On balance, no. I don't think I did.
Zara!
The manager of the Lamb and Flag just rang. Says a bloke went in last night, bought the entire pub around, and then did a runner.
Oh, nice one. He's got a nerve.
Oh, and guess what he said his name was?
Dunno.
Go on, have a go.
How do I know? Phil Mitchell.
No. Sergeant Rob Hollins.
You are? Really? He's going to regret that.
I'd like to book a table, please, for two. 1:30 lunchtime? Excellent, excellent. Oh, and the more privacy, the better, please. My name, yes, it's Hollins. Sergeant Rob Hollins.
Good morning.
What do you want?
I only wish to inform you that today is recycling day. And it appears that you do not have the correct equipment.
Really?
They should have provided you with a bag for garden waste, a blue box for paper and card, and a green box for bottles and tins. I think it is important that we do our bit for the environment, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Very important. It's a top priority.
Well, I am pleased that you agree with me.
And I am very pleased to have such a helpful neighbour.
You are very welcome. I am just glad to be of some use. Well, I better be off, but thank you.
No, thank you.
The whole problem with cases like Lynette is that no one wants to believe it goes on.
Freya, not here.
Well, if the woman's married, they think it's personal, so none of their business.
Lynette chose to drop the charges, so we have to respect her wishes.
Yeah, and if I thought that's what she wanted, I would, but it's not.
How do you know?
I just do.
That is not good enough.
Look, you can't expect... You can't expect rape victims to just do as they're told. They don't live neat and tidy lives. It must be terrifying for her to stand up in court and accuse her husband of rape.
I am aware of that.
If she gives up now, I'll feel I've let her down. I can't just say, oh, well, never mind then. I want to tell her it's okay. I want to help her.
How? You found her a safe house and she left it.
Well, I'll find something else.
No, you won't. You have to let this go, Freya. And I have to see my first patient. Mrs. Murdoch, go through.
Oh, hi.
Can I help you?
Oh, my apologies. I'm so sorry, Dr. Cassidy. Now, how can I help you?
And that's where we are now, you see. I've been doing a lot of undercover work here. I was recently asked to infiltrate a ring of eco-activists. Yeah, hence the stubble, you know. I became a bit of a tree hugger there for a while. Whew. Whew. Yeah, but you know the hardest part? I had to hook up with some of those female activists. Now, some might say what's to complain about, but I do like to think of myself as a one-woman man, you see.
Right, that's you finished, sir.
I'll let him know. That was a control room. Your double's just on a runner from Gino's.
The barbers.
Likes a close shave, apparently.
Must be somebody I've locked up, somebody who bears a grudge.
That doesn't narrow it down.
That's true enough. What else we got on him?
He told Gino he went back to uniform because he couldn't hack CID's horizontal interrogation techniques.
Really? Well, he's got that wrong because I didn't choose to come back. Somebody chose for me.
Linda has been very brave to take her case as far as she has. Ultimately, the judicial system and middle-class medical profession failed to give her the confidence to follow through. Who can blame her for giving up? But if Linda's too afraid to speak out, then I'll speak for her. And for all the other victims of domestic abuse who lack the strength to take their cases all the way to the courts.
Thank you. Bye.
I am so sorry you had to help out on reception this morning, Dr. Cassidy.
It's only a couple of minutes.
I am not in the habit of being late.
You know, I'm aware of that.
I had to speak to my neighbor. Foxes have been rummaging through his rubbish. It was scattered all over his garden, but it has begun to smell.
I can see why he needed telling.
He is a man living alone with his son. He is not interested in the appearance of his home. So I decided to give him some advice about how to recycle.
How did he take it?
Well, he seemed happy that I had taken the trouble to do so.
Good. It can be tricky broaching subjects like that with neighbours.
Yes. I have been thinking of other ways that I can help him. I'm going to ring the council and order the correct recycling equipment for him.
Or give him the number so he can do it himself?
No, I will ring. That way, I can ensure the call will be made.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. See you in 6 weeks' time.
Thank you.
Just because Linda is married, it doesn't mean she signed away all her rights to say no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Clay asked me to leave these on his desk.
Mrs. Tamby, I've had 94 hits and 15 retweets.
Marital rape is a betrayal of your vow, your person, your trust. I have a lot of sympathy for women in this situation.
Good. They need to know. They think no one cares.
Tell me, how does the lady in question feel about you writing this?
I haven't told her yet.
Don't you think that you should?
Yes, but I haven't used her real name, and I wanted to gather as much evidence of support before I rang her.
I think that would be a good idea.
Good morning, sir. Can I help at all?
Yes. I find myself in the unusual position of having a lunch date.
Unusual?
Well, it's unusual for me, yeah.
Is it a first date?
Yes. And I was thinking maybe the lady would be a bit more impressed if what I was wearing was a little less, well, drab.
Well, I think we can do better than grey.
What's more worrying is I think I may have given her the impression that I'm younger than I actually am.
Well, how would she get that impression?
I think she may have seen a photograph of me that was taken a little while ago.
How long ago?
15 years.
I see. Well, I think we'll have a few items that can suit you, sir. If you want to shave off a few years, I suggest you go for something colourful, flamboyant.
If my sister Edna were here now...
Well, what would she choose?
She wouldn't. She'd hate it. She'd be laughing at me.
Well, you're not going out on a date with your sister, are you?
No. Thank goodness.
How about this?
think my Mick Jagger days are over.
Were there ever any? What about this, then?
I like the colour.
It's fabulous, isn't it? Oh, it's got your name on it.
Edna hates yellow. She says it's too sunny.
Well, this will finish off the picture.
I'm going to try 'em on.
Come in. Come and have a look at this Freya's blog.
Do I have to?
Yep, you might learn something.
Yeah, as if. Many healthcare professionals, even when the evidence is staring them in the face, never bother to ask the question, is he abusing you? I refuse to be one of them. Marital rape is rarely a one-off. If Linda needs my help, I'll be there for her.
Don't look so pleased, Kevin.
What is she thinking?
She's not thinking. Yeah.
Daniel, sorry, can I nab some paper towels?
Yeah, I hope so.
Thanks.
She's nuts.
Who is?
Come and have a look.
Like most battered wives, Linda tries to make excuses for her husband, but he raped her. Her home is no longer safe. Wouldn't have thought that was your kind of reading material, Daniel. Who wrote it?
Freya is about one of her patients.
What?
We think it is, Kevin.
This is totally irresponsible. I'm going to have a word with her.
No, Elaine, wait.
She needs to be told.
Yes, she does, but let Zara do it. She's so mental. I'll talk to her.
When?
No. I know this is difficult for you, Kevin, but be professional. This isn't a joke.
You're transformed.
You don't think it's a little on the loud side?
It's perfect.
Really?
Oh, she'll love it. I mean, I love it.
No.
Oh, don't be bashful.
Well, that's inbuilt, I'm afraid. Shyness. My demon within.
But you're fighting it.
Yes. Yes, I am. This is the first time in years I've dared ask anyone out.
I was with my late husband for 30 years, all because he had the courage to ask if he could walk me home from school.
Sergeant Rob Hollins.
Hattie Hanrahan. I didn't have you down as a policeman.
No, well, they are slightly relaxed about weight restrictions these days.
Shall I put it in a bag for you?
No. No, I'll wear it now if I may.
Excellent. I'm going to put the cap in as well. Ooh. I'll go and get your old clothes.
Oi, Rob, what's your favourite colour?
Black.
Wrong. It's yellow.
So, you're in the middle of an interesting case.
Whoever gave you that idea? I was under the impression that all my patients had the same old tedious problems as ever.
I had a little update on Freya's blog.
Her blog?
Mm-hmm.
It's completely one-sided.
Yeah.
All confidentiality's gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throttle her. What on earth are you playing at?
It's okay.
It is not okay. You do not betray a patient's confidentiality. Never, ever.
I've changed her name.
Hardly. I know who you're talking about, and so will she.
I'm trying to help her. In cases like this, I think the end justifies the means.
This isn't a war.
Yes, it is. It's a war on all the men who think they can get away with it.
You do not use a patient's private information to let off steam, start a crusade, or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Zara, this is important.
No, patients are important. Have I made myself clear?
Yes.
Good. So take it down before anyone else sees it.
What, now?
Yes, now.
Hello? Hello, Nat. It's Dr. Wilson.
Right.
Yes. DS Gaskell told me that you dropped the charges. I just want you to know that I understand. Yeah? And I also wanted to tell you that I've mentioned you in my blog. Just so that others can share what you've been through.
You've what?
There's a lot of support out there for you, Lynette. Just have a read. It might give you the courage to go back to the police.
Right, how do I find this blog?
So he left here wearing a bright canary yellow suit and a white flat cap.
Look, I'm really not worried about the suit. He can keep it. I was hardly going to sell it to anybody else. He might want these back. And I found this in his pocket. I mean, who gives a girl that on their first date? He was really innocent.
Very cheeky, more like.
Oh, he had a nice smile.
Can you tell me anything else?
Well, he kept talking about his sister. She seemed a bit of a batlax.
Well, if you do think of anything else, contact me directly on this, Sergeant Rob Hollins.
But that was his name.
No, it's not. It's not his name. It's my name.
Isn't that funny? Well, look, if you do see him, would you mind giving him this?
Your phone number? Really? Very mature.
Haven't you lot got anything better to do?
I bet you put him up to it. Listen, he's making fools out of the lot of us.
Do you mean you?
No, I mean all of us. How hard can it be to find? He's wearing a bright yellow suit, for Pete's sake. Now get on his case.
Yes, Sarge.
Speaking. Luigi? No. I haven't made a reservation. But she's cancelled anyway. Oh, what a shame. My date's been cancelled. Well, thanks for telling me, Luigi. Thanks, bye.
Have you gone to all that trouble getting ready?
Not to worry. I'm going to bring this guy in myself.
Where is she?
I'm sorry?
I want to see Dr. Wilson now.
Take a seat, please.
I'm telling you, if she don't come out here, I'm going in there.
There are other patients waiting.
I told you things that were private.
I know.
You've had no right doing this to me.
Lynette.
Please, come through.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hello. It is your next door neighbour here, Mrs. Tembe.
Who?
Your neighbour. I am just ringing to tell you that I took the liberty of calling the council for you.
What?
They are going to deliver the correct recycling equipment to your home in the next few days.
I don't believe this.
Hello?
You couldn't even come up with a decent name, Linda.
I didn't think the pseudonym through very well.
You might as well give him my name and address and directions.
I know Dr. Wilson regrets this. She was genuinely trying to help.
Well, I don't remember asking for it.
I should have asked if you were okay with it first.
Yeah, too right you should.
What my intention was to help women in vulnerable situations. Women like you.
Like me, you ain't got no idea.
Oh, no, well, I'd like to. I'd like to know why you dropped the charges.
Yeah, because you're a nosy cow, aren't you?
Okay, that is quite unnecessary, Ms. Patterson.
Well, sorry, but anything I tell her ends up broadcast over the internet.
You have my word.
All right, then. Jason didn't rape me. It weren't true, none of it. Are you disappointed?
Are you covering for it?
Oh, for crying out loud, no! I'm telling you the truth, all right? He slept with my best mate, I was mad at him.
You have done all of this to upset him.
Yeah. Get back at him, why not? You put the idea in my head.
Me?
Yeah, it were easier than telling you the truth, weren't it? You were loving it, lapping up all the details.
What about your bruises?
I got levered the night before. Fell off at stage at karaoke, all right? Well, maybe next time you won't go sticking your nose in where it's not wanted.
How dare you?
Me? What about her writing about me?
I'm going to take the blog down.
You lied to us. You wasted our time. You wasted the police's time, and yet you still seem to think that this is somehow our fault?
Well, she put me up to it.
You had a choice, Lynette, and you chose to lie. No wonder rape's so difficult to prove with idiots like you running around accusing innocent men.
I dropped the charges, didn't I?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is for women who have actually been raped? Do you? Think about them. Their hurt, their pain, their shame. It takes guts to stand up to a rapist. And then people like you, who cry rape for fun, make it 10 times more difficult, and you ruin their chances for justice. So why don't you go home and think about that? And may I suggest you find yourself another doctor?
What? Wait! Come here! Walter?
Hello.
Well, she's right. I lapped up everything she said.
You weren't to know that she lied.
No, I went with my gut instincts, which were totally wrong.
With experience, these things do get easier to read. It's not as if there's a big medical book you can consult.
I thought I'd read enough to know best.
Some people's lives are chaotic. They don't follow the same rules as everyone else's.
I thought she deserved a chance.
Nothing wrong with that.
I went behind your back. And I behaved like a complete brat.
Yeah. The reason we don't throw you in the deep end and straight away is because you are supposed to be watching and learning from me.
I know.
That is why the mentor system exists.
I know.
So, do you think you can learn from this, Freya?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
You didn't cuff him then?
Not Walter. No, he's harmless. His neighbours used to call me out when his sister had given him too much aggro. They could hear through the walls. She liked to drink. I'm surprised that Edna's let you out.
Oh, she didn't. She died last month.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
She was a tough old bird, Edna, weren't she?
Oh, yes.
I think it's going to take you a little bit of time to process your feelings.
I just keep getting these crazy urges, you know, to do mad things. It's like I could do anything or be anyone.
Yeah. But why me?
All those times you stood up to her.
I'm a policeman.
I used to imagine I was you. The wife, the kids, the job.
Why go round stealing, mate?
I got a little kick out of it. Oh, and the lady that I met on the internet, she seemed to think that I had money.
Oh, you don't need money to impress a woman. Just be yourself.
Myself? I'm a joke.
You do know that I'm going to have to caution you, don't you?
Yes, and I'm sorry for all the problems I caused and
you're going to have to promise me that you will stop using my name. I mean, what's wrong with Walter Twiddle, anyway?
It's a great name.
Do you remember one time when I took you to the mill after Edna had hit you again?
I remember.
Well, how about I take you there again so you can go and talk to somebody?
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Walter. I've been hearing all day about how much you like to chat. You know, you've made a big impression on one woman. She wants me to give you her number.
Yeah, who?
I'll tell you what, I'll do you a deal. You promise to make an appointment and I'll give you the number.
Well, that's an incentive. All right, I'll give it a go.
I'll give you a clue. She says you can keep the suit.
Hattie?
Those foxes. It could take all day. No, not within my house.
What were you thinking? Look, it was just a bit of blow. I had to have any. Personal use only.
You're not a family man, are you, Derek? More trouble than they're worth, if you ask me.
You know, Jack, I was in Paris in '68, digging up the cobbles with my bare hands.